You all remember the census, right?
Yes.
The fiasco we had. Back in May before the primaries, I was in Leiter's Ford at a fish fry. Back before the primary in May, I was at Leiter's Ford to Dan's Fish Fry. You're all familiar with Dan's Fish Fries. I've been to about 15 of them this summer. Joe Donnelly came in. And I was polite, and I walked over, and I said, evening, Congressman. And he goes, evening. And he looked at me, and he said, I'm voting no on the health care. And it kind of took me by surprise, and I said, well, that would be nice. And 10 days later, he voted for it. And during that time, I stopped into Town Hall in Francisville, where I was town board president for 16 years, and they had some census stuff on the counter. And I said to Marla, I said, are we helping out with the census? She says, well, I told them they could put some literature out for the census, and I'd help out. And a week later, FedEx shows up, and I'm going to show you what they brought. Okay? Nobody ordered this stuff. And incidentally, the things I'm showing you, every town in the district, probably every town in the state, got this stuff. Before I show you, I'll tell you what, I called Donnelly's office, and I asked the young man if he was there. Of course he wasn't, and I said, I demand an apology for him lying to me about the health care thing, for starters.
Right.
I'm still waiting for that phone call. I also wanted to know if he knew what moron authorized the purchase of all this stuff I'm going to show you. If this went on nationwide, we spent hundreds of millions of dollars. The stuff I'm going to show you tonight, we had about $10,000 worth of stuff dropped off in the town of Francisville, a town of 1,000 people. About 2 weeks after, I actually took a shirt down to Mitch Daniels. I walked into the State House, and Brian Bosma happened to see me, and he said, where are you going? I said, I'm going to see if Daniels can figure out who authorized the purchase of this clothing. And he said, well, maybe you better come with me. So they wouldn't let me go see the governor. But I did give Bosma the shirt. It's hanging on the back of his door. So a couple weeks later, on Fox News, they had the guy on there that purchased this stuff. And none of the stuff was made in this country. Everything was made in China, you name it, it was made there. But we have embroidering on some of this stuff, and it's pretty interesting. It'll say 2010 Census, Francisville, Indiana. Okay? If you have some here, it'll say 2010 Census, Monticello, Indiana. Everybody got this stuff. Rochester, Rensselaer, everyone got it. So I was a little upset with the waste. So let's call this government waste. I'll show you what this is. I'm going to give them away. I cleaned out my garage. My wife says, don't bring them home. Okay? Okay. First we have a nice little chip clip. You look like a chip clip person. You paid for it. You paid for it. You might as well have it. Do you drink coffee, sir?
I do.
She drinks more than I do.
And she's prettier than you are.
That's right.
We have a nice coffee cup here. 2010 Census. Okay, it doesn't say Franceville on this. There you go. You paid for it. You might as well have it. Okay. Here, you can have the bag too. Nice bag. We also got 500 huge posters in Francisville. 500. There's only 1,000 people in the whole town. I don't know what this is. I was afraid to open it.
It's in our hands.
And look where it's all made. Oh. Count. This must be for running.
Yeah.
You need to run. You're a little overweight.
You'd be lucky if I ran, Gutwein.
Okay.
Oh, you mean physically?
There's another nice bag you can have. How you like that? A nice baseball hat. Francisville, United States Census, 2010. What do you suppose that cost?
Is it embroidered?
You like a hat?
Yeah.
I have one.
It is.
Who wants a hat? It's a nice denim shirt. Look at that. You paid for this stuff all over the country.
Where's it made?
Made in Jordan. Jordan. But it was embroidered here.
Nice.
And all this stuff, the guy on Fox said everything was purchased in this country. And they kept saying, but it's not made here. He goes, but it was purchased here from companies that bought. And some of the shirts that I buy are probably $30, $40. I don't know what this costs, but there it is. Francisville. Isn't that beautiful?
Those were just sitting on the counter.
No, they wouldn't even put them out. Actually, I told her, I said, take them and give them to the homeless, give them to the shelter. People would, they'd have these on the counter, they wouldn't even take them. Would you want to wear that? The first thing your neighbor's going to say is the person
Who
that has
paid for
everything,
that?
now they have a bag to put it in.
She's a bad lady.
Don't.
Who's the bag lady? Who's the bag lady? There you go.